You ever stop and think about how much your IT department is sharing with the world without even meaning to? I'm talking about the actual blueprints to your company's tech, just leaking out, getting vacuumed up by AI. So today, we're going to dive into how this is happening and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
And just so you know, all the insights we're covering in this explainer come straight from Chapter 7 of a tutorial by Virtualization Options LLC.
So let's just kick things off with a pretty pointed question. Is that job ad you just posted for a new engineer actually a welcome mat for hackers? It's a heavy thought, I know, but it really gets to the core of what we're digging into today.
Right, the unseen tech footprint. See, every company leaves traces online, but there's this hidden layer. These big AI models, they're trained on pretty much the entire public internet, and they're learning the ins and outs of your company from all this info you're sharing, probably without a second thought.
And that's really the key here. It's not about one big leak. Think about it. A single job posting seems harmless. A question on a tech farm, no big deal. But an AI doesn't see them as separate things. It pieces all those little breadcrumbs together to build a shockingly detailed map of your entire IT setup.
Okay, so where are these leaks actually coming from? Let's get specific and pinpoint the main channels, what the source material calls exposure vectors.
An exposure vector? It's really just any way your internal company secrets get out into the wild, where they get scooped up and fed into an AI's training data. It's kind of like leaving a bunch of windows wide open in your digital house.
Now, the biggest window by a long shot is the job posting. An incredible 85% of IT infrastructure details leak out this way. I mean, it makes sense, right? You list your specific cloud provider, the exact CI/CD tools, the monitoring software. You do it to attract the right talent, but you're also handing over a technical schematic to anyone who's looking.
Coming in at number 2, with 62%, is something your own people do with the best intentions, just trying to solve a problem. A developer gets stuck, posts a question on a site like Stack Overflow, and oops, they might accidentally reveal specific details about your system's architecture or configuration that you'd really rather keep under wraps.
And finally, at 47%, we have leaks that happen when you're actively trying to share your knowledge and build your brand. You know, that lessons learned talk at a big tech conference? It can be great for your company's image, but it can also put your internal system designs and architecture choices right out there on public display.
So we know the windows are open, but how do you check to see what the AI actually knows about your company? Well, it's a lot simpler than you might think. You just ask it. Let's walk through a few test prompts you can use to do a little investigating yourself.
You can start off with something broad and direct, just like this. You're basically asking the AI, hey, give me the rundown on this company's tech stack. And let me tell you, the answers it can spit back can be shockingly detailed.
Then you can start to dig a little deeper. This kind of prompt goes beyond just a list of tools. It's asking the AI to connect the dots and explain how your systems are actually wired together. You are probing for the architectural blueprint itself.
And this is where it gets really serious. You can straight up ask an AI about your company's security. This prompt is designed to see what it knows about the very tools and practices you rely on to keep yourself safe. It's pretty chilling. All right, so once you get some answers back, the next step is analysis. Because, not all exposed information is a complete disaster. It's absolutely crucial to figure out what's just a minor issue versus what's a critical red alert vulnerability. So for example, an AI knowing you use, say, AWS is a medium risk. It's pretty general knowledge. But an AI knowing the specific version of a security tool you're running, or your detailed network architecture or your database schemas, that's high risk. That's actionable intelligence for someone with bad intentions.
So, now for the most important question. What can you actually do about all this? Let's break down some really practical steps for plugging these leaks and taking back control of your company's digital story.
There are really 4 concrete things you can do, starting today. First, overhaul your job posting templates. Instead of saying you need experience with security tool version 3.2, ask for experience with enterprise vulnerability scanning tools. See the difference? You're focusing on the skill, not the specific tool. Second, set up some simple sharing guidelines. Have a quick approval process for technical talks or blog posts, just so a second pair of eyes can check for anything sensitive. Third, vet your vendor materials. Your partners love to publish case studies about you, which is great, but make sure they aren't oversharing technical details. And finally, you gotta make this an ongoing habit. Use those test prompts every quarter to monitor your public footprint and see if anything new and sensitive has popped up.
At the end of the day, this isn't about trying to hide everything and operate in the shadows. That whole model of security through obscurity, it just doesn't work anymore. The real goal here is security through awareness. It's about making smart, conscious decisions about what technical details you're okay with sharing with the world.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Your company's information is out there. It's being scraped, analyzed, and learned from every single day. The only question you have to ask yourself is, who's taking notes?